Hello class. Today we're going to talk about Destination Mars. Why do we explore? Our future as explorers holds its foundation in our past and in our future. Space exploration, including the possible missions to Mars, has opened up a whole new world for us to explore. We have already landed on the moon, but what are we exploring now for our future? What if we went further and went to another planet? Maybe to start a colony for human exploration of the planet Mars. On November 26, 2011, a United Launch Alliance, the Atlas V rocket, blasts off from Space Launch Complex 41 with NASA's Mars Science Lab rover called Curiosity. Notice in the pictures the scientists building the rover, encapsulating it for the ride to Mars and the takeoff from the Atlas complex. So why do we explore? Curiosity is one of the reasons. Whether we know it or not, we are natural-born explorers. There are many reasons why we explore. From birth, we learn about life and how it works by exploring. No one can be satisfied for very long without exploring. Whether you are talking to someone next to you or looking around the room, you are exploring. This assignment is going to be a team effort. You're going to read about the traditional reasons for exploration given to your team, and you'll have to look at the handouts that I provide. Your team will write a few sentences that best explains or summarizes your team's reasons for exploring. Your team's sentences must begin with the letter assigned to you by me, one of the letters out of the word explore. Your team will draw an illustration to get an idea for your main sentence. Each member of the team is to copy the team's sentences and illustration on the paper provided so that you each have a copy of what you discussed. Everyone will get together after every team has come up with their ideas and sentences and illustration, and you will go around the room and copy each other's sentences, each team's sentences, and sketch out their illustration to have for each other. This will be a mini poster of the word explore with each team having one of the letters. When the exercise is completed, these mini posters will help us use by completing the Prezi closure and making other connections to Mars exploration and further research. As a team, you will discuss how you will design a Prezi for your sentence and illustration. You will use text and image, video, and audio. You can use a podcast that you develop in your Prezi. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to explore Prezi on your own with this video.
Prezi is the presentation tool that turns you into a great presenter and allows you to take your audience on a journey. You can move effortlessly from one point to the next and pause along the way to zoom in and examine the details. In this video, we'll show you just how to harness the unique features of Prezi. So, you've chosen a template and you're ready to present your information in a new, dynamic way. So how do you get started? Well, first, you'll need to get used to the canvas. Click and hold to pan left, right, up, or down. And you can also zoom. Scroll your mouse wheel up to zoom in, and scroll it back to zoom out. If you're using a trackpad, you can do the same thing by pinching. Or you can use the plus or minus buttons on the right-hand side. So, for this presentation, we need to choose a starting point on our journey. We're going to start here, in the top left corner. So let's zoom in a little and put in our basic company information. Just click anywhere and type. We want to add our company logo too. We can do that from the Insert menu. Bingo. To resize it, we can click the minus icon in the middle and drag it with a hand icon. What we have on the screen at the moment is the first thing we want our audience to see when we present. So we're going to add a frame. We have some choices. There's a classic bracket frame. There's also circle or rectangle. Or, if you prefer, you can have an invisible frame that won't show up when you present. Let's go with a bracket frame for now. Now we've set the area of the canvas we want to present to our audience. Or you can click Edit Path over on the left and then add the frame. This is great if you want to add a bunch of frames to the path, but we only want to add one for now. Okay, let's zoom back to our overview. We can do that with a single click by pushing the Home button. Let's add this overview to our path. That way our audience can see the journey that we're about to take them on. We can add an invisible frame straight to the path just by clicking Add Current View. When you're done editing the path, click Edit Path to exit path mode. Next, let's show the first step in our journey. To do that, we'll need to zoom in. Let's zoom here, to the start of the journey. Let's add some text here. There, done. But let's change the color so it's different from the title. We can do that by clicking Subtitle. Let's repeat that trick of clicking Edit Path and then Add Current View to get this step onto our journey. As this is a template, we can see that there's already a circle frame waiting for our content. We can put the frame in the center of the screen by clicking on it and selecting Zoom to Frame. Ah, that's better. Okay, so let's put some stuff in here, like a title and a couple of pictures we have on file. These are the ones. And some stats for the audience. We need to add that frame to the path. That's it. Right click and then click Add to Path. You remember. Great. Let's check and see how this is going to look in front of your audience. Click Present. We're now in present mode, where we can check our presentation. We can tap the arrow keys to move forward, see how we go from our title slide to the overview, very important for our audience to see where we're going, and then we zoom into the details. Go back. See that first zoom from the title to the overview? It's a bit much, no? Too much zoom can be distracting for an audience. Let's reduce it. It's easy to do. Tap the Escape key to go back to edit mode. See that first bracket frame? Select it, and then click the plus icon. Now it's bigger. Let's check it in present mode. Click Present. Oh, you already did. You're really getting the hang of it. Now, see how that transition from title slide to overview is a bit less. Changing the size and position of objects changes the level of zoom, giving you control over the power of your Prezi transitions. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so tap the Escape key again, and let's finish this Prezi. Let's continue our journey by zooming to the next frame and adding some more content. Effects like arrows can be added from the top menu. If you want, you can use Prezi's rotation feature to show a change of direction. We can use it here to show the tough time in our journey. With all the content in your frame, click it until you see the blue lines. Now, hover over a corner and then drag to rotate. Just do a little. Too much rotation is as distracting as too much zoom. That's enough. To see how that rotation will look, click Present. See, just a little rotation can help your audience see the change of direction. We're almost there. Just a few more things to add to this frame. And let's add it to the path. Let's use this cityscape as our end visual. We just need to add that invisible frame. For a nice ending with some oomph, we can fade in some text. First, let's add our message. We can change the color of our text to white by using the color palette. And we can make it really stand out by adding a background color here. And let's rotate it just a little like we would with a frame. Now we have our text and it looks powerful. Let's animate it. Click Edit Path and then the star icon. And now select the text. Click the play icon to see a preview. And there you have it, your first Prezi, ready to present. Now it's time for you to build your own Prezi. Take your audience on a journey using Zoom to show the bigger picture as well as the details. Next stop, world domination.
So you're off. Now explore as a team and create a masterpiece. The exploration of Mars has a long list history. Countries that the spacecraft launched has different results, and I have a list here that you can look over. You can pause this video and look at them and to help you to look for some things to put on your Prezi. And here's a list from 1962 from Russia, and all the way up 1971 through 73, the Viking 1 and 2, up to Pathfinder, and then others, orbiter and lander missions happened in 98, 2001, 03, 05. So you need to explore that and find out more. These spacecraft were intended to map rock and mineral compositions from orbit, explore the South Pole and the ancient highlands, collect rock samples, and return those to Earth. So, look for why they did this. Human explorers will surely follow. Those first people to walk on Mars are probably in school today. Yes, that means you. It could be you. Things you will need to have in your Explorer Prezi: the word explore with your assigned letter emphasized somewhere in your presentation, text, image, video, and audio, and you will use safe search when you Google images on the internet, and I will give you details on how to do safe search. You will connect with historical reasons for exploration of Mars. For example, the Curiosity mission, but there's many different aspects and different historical reasons why for exploration of Mars. Desire to explore Mars using spacecraft, landers, robotic craft, and humans, so that should be on your Prezi. You can have a bonus slide with one fact you did not know about Mars' surface and the exploration preparation of landing. Curiosity. Final slide with references. You want to reference everything that you pull off the internet and give addresses. So Destination Mars, that's where we're at. Please be sure to reference everything that you put in your Prezi, and I'm excited to see what you produce. Thank you for watching, and have fun with this.